and salam everyone. Today we'll learn how to make some granola. You'll need some regular rolled oats, honey, but you can use maple syrup for a vegan option, coconut oil, chia seeds, salt, cinnamon powder, and then dry fruits and seeds of your choice. I've got walnuts, pepita seeds, sunflower seeds, cranberry, coconut flakes, and last but not the least, almonds. These are my favorites. You can use whatever you like. So I've got 5 cups of oats, 1 cup of almonds, 1 cup of walnuts, 1 cup of pepita seeds, and 1 cup of sunflower seeds. Choose your favorite combination. This step is very customizable. Then I will take half a cup of honey. You can use maple syrup as I mentioned, but I'll keep this amount as is because it will really help make sure that you have enough to coat all of your ingredients. Then we'll put 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder, half a teaspoon of salt. This will balance out all the flavors, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and I've melted my coconut oil, but you don't have to do this. I just feel like it helps with the mixing. So if you do melt your coconut oil, use 4 to 5 tablespoons. If you don't, then use 3 to 4 tablespoons. The coconut oil or any other oil of your choice is really important here because it helps make the granola nice and crispy. So you need to have some oil in there. And then you'll just have to mix everything in. You can use a spatula if you like, but I really like to get in there with my hands to make sure everything gets coated with the honey and coconut oil really well, and all the other spices. So I would recommend doing it with your hands, and wear gloves because the honey is really sticky. Typically I don't like using gloves, but anyway, once you've mixed everything in, put it in a baking tray. To make just regular granola and not have it super chunky, you can put a thick layer of the mixture on your baking tray because you will be stirring it halfway through to make sure everything's well roasted. So don't worry about getting it super thin. Make sure you have preheated your oven before putting in the tray for about 15 minutes. So you can do this at the very beginning. And then we'll put this in the oven at the temperature of about 160 degrees. The key to a nice and crispy granola is to not bake this at super high temperature because it will just burn and not actually get crispy. Once one side of the granola is nice and golden to your liking, this takes about 15 to 20 minutes, then you can stir everything up to make sure it all gets roasted evenly and put it back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. To get it as roasted and golden as you like it, make sure to keep an eye out in case your oven settings are different to mine. If you are going to add coconut flakes, I'll add that in the last 5 minutes of the baking to make sure this doesn't burn. You want to do it at the very end. Sit another 5 minutes in the oven. This will be done. Make sure to let it cool down before you add in your dry fruits like cranberries, apricots, or anything else. One thing to note is when you freshly take this out of the oven, it will not look crispy, so you have to leave it alone, let it cool down before touching it or adding in any other mix-ins. This will make sure that it gets nice and crispy. Now I'm showing you a second batch here, so if you want to get chunky granola, you will need to make a very thin layer of your mixture. Don't leave any gaps in between. Have it very nicely packed but also very thin. So what we're trying to do here is to make sure everything gets roasted at the same time, so you don't have to stir it halfway through. You just leave it alone the whole time for about 30 minutes. Once everything is roasted, both top and bottom, you take it out, let it cool down completely before you start breaking up the chunks. And that's it guys, you've got yourself some granola. I would really recommend you to try this recipe. This tastes amazing and you will never want to buy granola from the store again. And plus, at home, you can put all your favorite dry fruits and nuts and make it exactly the way you want. Make sure to store your granola in an airtight glass jar. This can be the perfect breakfast. You can have it with some yogurt, some milk, smoothie bowl, however you want it. Hope you all liked the video. Let me know if you do try it. Until the next video, bye!